As of October 1st, 2024, Dead Space Remake is a part of the monthly games offered on PlayStation Plus. I took this opportunity to try out the game. I played through the original Dead Space from 2008 on PC, but for some reason that I don't recall, I left my playthrough on the last chapter. This PC version had a lot of issues, but this remake aims to fix all that. Let's see if that's the case. Developed by EA Motive, the sci-fi horror classic Dead Space returns completely rebuilt from the ground up to offer a deeper and more immersive experience. This remake brings jaw-dropping visual fidelity, suspenseful atmospheric audio, and improvements to the gameplay while standing faithful to the original game's thrilling vision. Isaac Clarke is an everyman engineer on a mission to repair a vast mining ship, the USG Ishimura, only to discover something has gone horribly wrong. The ship's crew has been slaughtered and Isaac's beloved girlfriend, Nicole, is lost somewhere on board. Now alone and armed with only his engineering tools and skills, Isaac races to find Nicole as the nightmarish mystery of what happened aboard the Ishimura unravels around him. Trapped with hostile creatures called the necromorphs, Isaac faces a battle for survival, not only against the escalating terrors of the ship, but his own crumbling sanity. EA Motive did a really amazing job when it comes to the game's graphical fidelity. From the very first moment you start the game, you see the care they put into this game's presentation and atmosphere. I really appreciate how the player UI is incorporated in the character's suit and weapons. You have all the essentials: the health bar, the stasis charge indicator, and the weapon ammo count in the weapon itself when you're in aim mode. Isaac's armor is filled to the brim with insane detail, and it's primarily the things you look at most in the game. Every armor upgrade you get not only improves the carrying capacity or protection rating of your character, it also changes the way it looks. This game's sound design is incredible, really helping feeling immersed in the action and enhance the spooks quite a bit. The soundtrack was well made, but it didn't do much for me in terms of building tension, but in some sections it enhanced the moments of discovery. The game sets up as soon as you reach the inside of the USG Ishimura that something bad happened to its crew, and it's really good at depicting that. As soon as the shit hits the fan, there's always that feeling that nowhere in this place is actually safe. The environmental storytelling is also enhanced with carefully placed aftermaths on the ship's different locations. There's also a lot of audio and text logs you can pick up scattered throughout the game, which boosts not only the game's story, but the horror atmosphere as well. The story is full of mystery, of how these creatures called the necromorphs came to be and who or what created them. Also a lot of plot twists you may or may not see coming. The pacing is good and the audio logs and text logs expand the story nicely. The voice acting is well done, and there is also a new game plus option after you beat in the game, which adds new enemies, a new armor upgrade, and new collectibles that can unlock a secret ending. The biggest highlight for me is the combat. Every weapon feels unique and they're very fun to use. The way that you can progress the game and get access to these weapons is also very well paced and provides time to try them out. The weapons have a primary, secondary firing options, which add a lot of variety to the combat scenarios. They also have their own upgrade tree, which they improve on the weapon's ammo capacity, real time, etc. There are environmental puzzles which add some variety to the gameplay, and these aren't too difficult, so don't expect a challenge on this department. You also use this device called the stasis module, which can immobilize enemies and objects in place. The pros and cons. I had a problem with the game progress locking bug that can be fixed by loading older save files. I have to press load game multiple times after encountering this bug for it to fix the problem. Sometimes loading the game one time wouldn't be enough and brought a new issue that the game wouldn't render the player model. A frame rate dips on intense action sequences while I was playing on performance mode. Targeted frame rate is 60 FPS. Has intense and fun combat, amazing atmosphere, and a good new game plus mode. Has about 10 to 12 hours of gameplay for the main story if you don't do any side objectives. The game overall is an enjoyable experience. It's not perfect by any means, but it really did improve on the original game's vision. The game progress locking bug really got me out of the experience at the time that it happened. By now, that issue seems to be a permanent one, now that the game has been out for more than a year and it still hasn't been addressed. If you're on PlayStation and have the PlayStation Plus subscription, I will see why you shouldn't give this game a chance. It's also available on the Xbox Game Pass subscription as well. I've also seen it on discount for about $20 or so if you want to own it. Thanks for watching, and tell me what you thought about this review. And if you have played the game, tell me what you think about it in the comment section below.